I'm Prachna here. I'm here to demonstrate uh, a method of creating Chrome extension and how to use it. So I have used Cursor here to create the Chrome extension, and the prompt I used to create the code base for the same is that basically I've asked the agent to write a Chrome extension, which is basically used to summarize the content within a chosen web page. While the summarizing happens, remember that instead of paragraph, give me the contents as numbered bullets. So cursor gave me all the relevant pieces together. So all the modules have been added on the by accepting it on the left hand side panel, and as per the instruction, basically here how the extension works is that the it extracts the main content from the web page, removes unnecessary elements like ads and navigations, identifies the important sentence using key indicators, generates a concise summary with the most relevant points, displays the summary in an easy to read numbered format. So this is how the extension works. So here you can see that first we'll extract the page content. Once we extract the page content, we summarize the content, and we'll display the summary there. So we'll extract the page content, where we'll remove the unwanted elements, get the main content, and we extract the text content. Similarly, in summarizing, we split into sentence basic summarization rules we apply, wherein we skip short sentences and common unwanted content, and we check if the sentence is important, and basically it contains the key indicators. And finally, we limit it to top 10 most important sentence. Then finally we have function to display the summary. So this is how the flow, or how this is coupled up together. So now I'll go and show like how this extension works. So basically, see, like where I thought this idea is basically, I came across a workshop. Basically, I'm where I'm working, I had to take a design workshop for my client, and they were sharing their pain points, and they were speaking about the domain, and they were using a lot of technical jargons. And during that moment, it was getting tough for me to fetch those sentences, because that domain was very new to me and I have no experience on that. So this domain was basically about the freight optimization and direct services. So what uh, what would have helped me is that if I could quickly skim through, apart from ChatGPT, just to validate. Like, however, I've used ChatGPT there, but if at all I had a mechanism or an extension where quickly I could skim through the summaries across these various contents, it would have been helpful for me to prepare better and answer better probably. So from there, I got this thought that why don't we have extension for summarizing the web pages. So considering that, here I have an extension, web page summarizer. I click that. Now I want, this is the web page which speaks about the direct services and basically all these things. So now I'll summarize the page. So you see here, I am getting the content of benefits of optimizing dryage. What is dryage? Dryage is the movement of shipment container, basically the definition of dryage. Dryage becomes an important variable. All Basically all these things are explained here. So now let me check optimizing freights, or basically freight optimization. So now say like I have 8 steps to better freight optimization. This is again relevant to that particular pilot. So now I summarize. I get the details about what exactly is shipment optimization, what exactly is basically the summary of this web page I'm able to get quickly. So now similarly I was working on a piece wherein I had a floor plans of commercial properties, and I had to basically uh, identify the number of rooms, or basically identify the number of hallways and all basically various utilities possible in a commercial work area, commercial work property. And also I had to calculate the dimensions, and basically there were some calculations involved as well. So as a first step I had to identify the rooms and what type of rooms, and basically do the segmentation. So I wanted to research quickly and come up with a thought process around the same, or solution around the same. So I had to go through multiple papers. So it's not possible to go through these papers very faster. So what I try to do is that uh, this summarizer I can use there, and I can summarize and see what's coming in this particular paper. Now, for example, what is multimodal AI? IBM has released a paper, and I want to summarize this web page. So I can use web page summarizers to summarize a page, and here I'll get what exactly multimodal AI is and all the details relevant to the same. Whatever is the top key indicators here in this particular page. And similarly, now we have a this particular blog from Geek for Geeks, and I want to summarize what are the contents going here and what's happening here. So now I summarize this web page. So I get uh, about the details about reactive agents. Agents can be classified on the basis of their characteristics, what are proactive agents, and multi-agent systems, and all these things. So this is how it looks. And for example, here again I try to update. So you can see. So this is how the summarization of a web page is helping me. The future thought, or a food for thought for me, or generally the future scope, what I'm thinking is that uh, basically after the summarization, I'll prompt the user to ask questions relevant to that subject, and the user can ask any question. If the question is relevant to the content or context of the page content, web page content, then the agent answers the user with the relevant context. If suppose the user doesn't, there's no relevant context, in that case it returns a nay to the user. So that's the future thought, or future works scope here. That's all for today. Thank you so much for your time. I hope I can improve this piece and do much more better. Thank you.